the starlit night sky so deep, your gentle heart soft current sweep, silent scenes you sketch from out the pain, worn hues that wrap the world again. On fields of gold the dancing wheat, born on breezes where hope and winds meet, and irises smile at your fingertips blooms, a sunflower reflecting the sunlit rooms. Now I know what you long to impart. You love the world in silence from the heart. With quiet strokes you spoke of dreams, harboring tender faith no one had seen. Softly yet steadfast to the end. Upon a canvas filled with starry glow, the swirling sky begins to show a gentle smile, and every hue you left behind becomes today a beacon in our mind. In moments when your painting paused time's race, the world held its breath in that tranquil space, our quiet hearts following your gentle trace, learn once again to find our grace. Now I feel what you wished to convey, that love remains in silence yet holds sway. Though once the world knew not your light, we now abide within that love tonight. And here we stand before your art's embrace. Your love has reached us, Vincent.
Hello, welcome to this place. I am Vincent van Gogh. First, I would like to tell you a personal story about myself. I was born on March 30, 1853, in a very small village, called Hout in the Brabant region of the south of the Netherlands. The village was quiet, the fields were wide, and the seasons were vivid to the point of honesty. My father was a Protestant pastor, and my mother loved flowers and still lifes. At first glance, it was a warm family, but the beginning of my life may have been marked by tragedy and confusion. Before I was born, I had an older brother, who was born exactly 1 year before me. However, he passed away shortly after his birth, and my parents passed his name back to me. That is why my name was Vincent, and in the church cemetery I visited on the day I was born, there was already a gravestone with my name inscribed on it. My living brother and my deceased brother existed in the same village with the same name. Whenever I looked at that gravestone as a child, I was overcome with inexplicable emotions.
With starlit canvas spun,
Even as an adult, I wandered around without finding my place. I worked as a bookstore clerk and an art dealer, but my heart was always empty. I moved to countless places, the streets of Paris, France, a boarding house in London, a ranch in the Netherlands, but none of them felt like my place. People called me strange, a person who was hard to get along with, and I was constantly hurt in my relationships with them. I failed in love and couldn't adapt to work. I tried to convert to faith and worked as a missionary in a Belgian mining town. But even there, I caused problems because of my excessive passion and devotion. But ironically, it was there that I saw human suffering and true life. The eyes of the miners, the roughness of their hands, the starving children, the darkness of the cold underground tunnel. Sea felt a strong truth in all those scenes, and I was seized by the desire to capture it. That's when I started to pick up the brush. At first, I was clumsy, and no one recognized my paintings. But I didn't give up. When I picked up the brush, I felt alive for the first time. And I felt a sense of liberation, as if my emotions were pouring out from the tip of the brush. I had never received formal education and my technique was inexperienced, but more importantly, it was my way of looking at the world. I saw things.
Each end drifts, whispers in the dark. The restless city pens its timeless arc. On table lie Small laughter's fading glow, faint memories in lanterns light bestow. Even as I glance at midnight sky above, stars guide the way with ever quiet love. Beneath the lamps, a cup of solace warms. Among the crowd, soft havens take their form. Though night will pass, the lights that linger on shall dwell within our lives when dawn is gone.
I would like to tell you the story of my deep heart while painting. I have never been able to speak loudly, but the moment I stood in front of the canvas with my brush, I could have the most sincere conversation with the whole world. Painting was my life, and at the same time, it was my prayer. 1. I breathed with my brush. People would sometimes ask, Mr. Van Gogh, why are you so obsessed with painting? But to me, it was not an obsession, but a way of survival. When the world turned away from me, only painting embraced me. The moment I held my brush, I could confirm that I existed in the world. Painting was air to me, the sound of my heart beating. If I didn't paint, I felt suffocated and couldn't feel alive. What I wanted was neither splendid fame nor wealth. I just wanted to live a day when I could paint the paintings I love. If someone saw my paintings, stopped for a moment, and reflected their own hearts in them, that was enough. That's how I wanted to talk to the world in a quiet way. I breathed with a brush. This time, I will tell you a song and a docent about the paintings of Sunflower and Night Terrace Cafe.
In vases sunflowers whirl and sway. They drink the gold of sunlight's ray. Even fading leaves in quiet decay show a beauty time cannot aid. Through waves of yellow, life ascends. Petals whisper where the light extends. This tiny vase with heat contends, yet endless hope within transcends. Full blaze blooms lift eyes to the skies. Some bowed in thought, yet stories rise. In fleeting hours of warm sunrise, all were once bright before our eyes. Full blaze blooms lift eyes to the skies. Some bowed in thought, yet stories rise. In fleeting hours of warm sunrise, all were once bright before our eyes. Rough brushstrokes breathe fragments of air. The painter's heart trails light with care between life's hush and shadow. Beneath the lamps, a cup of solace warms. among the crowd. Soft havens take their form, though night will pass. The lights that linger on shall dwell within our lives when dawn is gone.
Picture analysis. Color palette. The contrast of bright yellow and deep blue is the center, and the warm lights of the cafe shine in the darkness of the night. The orange and red tables on the street, and the green and black of the surrounding buildings naturally harmonize, capturing the vitality of the city. Texture. Under the lights of the cafe, the bright yellow walls convey a soft and warm texture, and the dense brushstrokes vividly express the brightness of the lights. On the other hand, the dark and deep night sky and the cobblestone
time spent within this yellow-lit room, blue petals blooming, silent repose, green stems reach free, a hushed song of life, soft whispers of spring the vase bestows. Fragrant breezes linger on each bloom, their scent a trace of wind in every fold. Blue dancers drift against the golden glow, as nature's tale in quiet brushstrokes told. Fading petals murmur in gentle tones, new blossoms cry aloud toward the light, moments entwined within time's flowing stream, hold all that breathes this place in calm delight. Bored, though light may falter, hearts shine never bright. Simple lives write stories in a chord, wrinkled palms enfold the weight of time. Under lamps' soft whisper comes the eve, filled by one another's presence here. Life flows onward in its gentle weave. Between the heavens and the river span, stars and city weave one in midnight's plan. Songs that shimmer on the liquid field, feel a timeless moment softly revealed. Endless tales the stars in whisper share, quiet rhythms etched upon each wave's flare. River lights and skies, bright twinkling beam, cradle every breath
Picture analysis. Color palette. A clear and bright sky blue forms the background, and the flowers and branches of the almond tree are painted in warm white, light pink, and light green. The sky blue and the green of the branches harmonize with each other to convey both vitality and tranquility. The bright colors and soft
shadows of the plain. The sky is washed in deepest blue. Clouds drift aimless, lost from grace. At the crossroads paused my heart anew, quivers uncertain where to place. Between each fluttered wing beats song, blackbirds sketch their art on high. The path ahead seems cleft and long. Time flows on with no reply. Life's traces stir in quivering grain. Each dawn must follow dusk.
Under the starlit night sky so deep, your gentle heart's soft currents sweep. Silent scenes you sketch from out the pain, worn hues that wrap the world again. On fields of gold the dancing wheat, born on breezes where hope and winds meet. An iris's smile at your fingertips blooms, a sunflower reflecting the sunlit rooms. Now I know what you long to import. You love the world in silence from the heart. With quiet strokes you spoke of dreams, harboring tender faith no one had seen. Softly yet steadfast to the end. Upon a canvas filled with starry glow, the swirling sky begins to show a gentle smile, and every hue you left behind becomes today a beacon in our mind. In moments when your painting paused, time's race, the world held its breath in that tranquil space. Our quiet hearts following your gentle trace, learn once again to find our grace. Now I feel what you wished to convey, that love remains in silence yet holds sway. Though once the world knew not your light, we now abide within that love tonight. And here we stand before your art's embrace. Your love has reached us, Vincent. Under the starlit night sky so deep, your gentle heart's soft currents sweep. Silent scenes you sketch from out the pain, worn hues that wrap the world again. On fields of gold the dancing wheat, born on breezes where hope and winds meet. An iris's smile at your fingertips blooms,